Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is number part 3. Day 9 Daily number 595, where, damn it, Stephano. Again with your high ZvP win rate, where you never attack. Fortunately, the style has some clear vulnerabilities that we're going to look at right now. Pew! This is Snoot in the corner. This is Alicia in the other corner. I'm not gonna take it off. ×8 speed until the end of the game, baby. Starting off the game, Alicia goes for an early expand with 1 gateway, building an additional 2 gateways to create a wall. A Stargate follows because air units are good. Snoot has to go 2 hatch until he realizes it's safe. He gets a 3rd and begins his wonderful tech upward and outward without a 3rd until he retakes it. And when that thing ends, he gets I don't remember this part in the game. Whatever, I was zooming ahead. Either way, Snoot has a base and a base. He's feeling safe. He's killing things off. He's getting up his plus upgrades. He's taking straight to a hive with oh so much quickness. That's actually such a fast hive, I can't bereave it. Alicia doing the usual cannoning thing. All sorts of good stuff. Alright, and yeah, not quite getting it off. You know, I'm zooming through all this because I'm trying to get to the late game, because again, it's this swarm host heavy mixture, and a lot of people, what we're seeing Snoot do is he's going for this mixture that's hyper defensive. Obviously, lots of swarm hosts struggles unless it has some defensive structures to back it up. And it works in reasonably good conjunction with whatever the heck they're called, swarm hosts. So this is like hyper defense. I'm going to spend all my gas on infestors and all my minerals on taking as many bases as I can as fast as possible. I think that this is not as good as taking the bases slower and beginning to build up that composition sooner. Regardless, we're going to see in this game where the strategy will struggle, which is lots of pushing and pulling of the Zerg in the direction he doesn't want to be headed. So now we're starting to see the swarm host pile up into the middle of the map, beginning to deny this, and to deny this, and to deny this, much as we would expect. But continually, Alicia denies his expansions, actually having a warp prism floating here. He's not just doing the, oh, let me try to float in here a couple of times. I mean, Snoot is okay-ishly defended. There's a lot of, spores, but you can warp in there. But I mean, Alicia goes, like, very hard into this. And he is getting the 2 Robo Facility Colossus. He has 4 right now, but he has not had 2 Robos for very long. And it's these huge attacks that are going to give Alicia the edge, where he's doing some annoying warp in action here, but primarily these swarm hosts, the worst defensive unit in the game, has to rearrange everything. Storms, force fields going down. I want you to note that while this is happening, look at the rally of all these. Notice how easy it is for Alicia to get this up, and he'll be able to build a bunch of cannons here. Things even getting snatched up by some nice fungals, no big deal. Returns home. And instantly goes out on the move again, continuing to just, this expansion never lets up. We're starting to see that money mixture, defensive structures, swarm hosts in a nice number, 15, 20 infestors, kind of high, but still, we're asking ourselves the same question: how on earth the heck do you get through that? Do these things have neural parasite, I wonder? No, it doesn't look like it. But these sort of continuous pains here, we actually see that that War Prism has not moved really all game long. And then the storms, the Templar, normally people are trying to have the Templar at the front to try to snipe off the Vipers, which is okay. Again, I think it's much, much better to be storming Locusts. So, maxing out on Swarm Hosts. We see that the number is actually up at 25. That was the scary amount that Stephano ended with. We see what can happen if you have too few Corruptors, as well as there's vulnerabilities from being attacked at these multiple angles. Like, battered down. I mean, like this is really nice to move the whole army down there. That was a really nice move from Alicia earlier on. Alright, more Swarm Hosts coming up. I mean, like, non-stop freaking attacks. Like, super duper aggressive. The more directions that these super slow armies are pulled, the worse off they fare. And again, clearly, it's very bad if we are ever unable to get those Colossus down. And this is where Alicia broke through. Just straight attacking at the front, a lot of Stalkers. Not the best unit against Swarm Hosts, but again, if you've pulled a Zerg player every which way enough times, you just need a single nice attack for him to crumble really, really hard. I think he stops warping in down here, so that way he can continue doing this Templar stuff over here. There's the good game. Let's take questions. Alright, I'm going to unmute the chat. Subscribers off. Alright, cool. So yeah, we got to see this style that's really... Oh god, it just wounds my... I'm a Brood War Zerg, man. I like to have 5 hatch on 3 base, man. All that macro. And this is just like, I'm gonna build big units that make free units. Zethriel asks how you use Swarm Hosts without being a douche. You can go for them quickly and lose, and then your opponent's like, a good game, man, well played. That's a way to do it. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know. If you're winning and you're using a lot of Swarm Hosts, yeah, you're a jerk. Let's see. Shivara, day 9. Why are you so hot? Because Kyla is in control of the thermostat. Don Demonio asks if I need a haircut. I scheduled one for 12:30 on Saturday. Sturm just shut says, would a Hellbat drop be able to defeat this build? Very hard for Protoss to pull off the Hellbat drop, but if a Protoss can, he'll be in good shape. Day 9, are you going to DreamHack? No, I am not. It's a little bit hard to go from Korea to America, back to Sweden, back to America. Very rough. I'm just too tired. Leoneux asks, how much does this style crush my soul? Have you seen the Root Cats game where they both where they get both processors? I haven't seen that one where he gets the double race, but it hurts my soul. I would say the way it crushes my soul is kind of like if you took a can, an empty soda can, you turned it sideways and you stepped on it, it was sort of like crunched in. There's more places to be crushed, but by and large it's completely ruined its shape and lost all ability to do what it did before. MRC64 says he saw my bodybuilder doppelganger yesterday. Do you want me to try to get a photo with him? Yeah, I'd love to see what I'd look like with muscles. So that way I can be like, oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy like this. Let me see here. Xalox says, day 9, what if Protoss started going straight air? It would look largely the same, except instead of spines, it would be spores, and that's about it. But fundamentally, I think that this is actually not a broken style. It's just, I just think it's just an style. Well, what do you do if there's counterattacks? You build more structures. Like, I don't like that sort of solution. Having trouble with counterattacks? Maybe 40 spine crawlers will fix it. I don't know, it just doesn't... It just hurts. Hurts deep down. I don't know. It's not like, okay, you gotta look at this timing, you gotta do that. Yeah, I don't know. Cosmic Philosopher asked me what the best Korean restaurant is in California. Haejangton Korean Barbecue at 6th and Sorano. Nerdy Newspaper says day 9 I'm moving to LA in 3.5 months. What would be a good nerd friendly area to move to? Probably San Jose. My beard is so coarse that doesn't feel nice on my tongue. By the way, there's a new emoticon where you can get me going. And it's day D-A-Y-H-M-M with a capital D and a capital H. Yep, there it is. Zero lambda typing it. Let's take 2 more questions. JB Funk Master. Yes. Wink. Alright, there's no more questions. People are just typing day. Day. MV Novanta asked if I'm going to be doing something special for the 600th episode. I haven't really thought about that. Maybe I'll just tell stories for the 600th episode. Maybe I'll tell stories about how I used to bike a lot as a kid. Or about the first felicity to ever crush my soul as much as a swarm host. Disco Night Fever says, why do I see mass stalkers Zerg on Jadong stream? It is true that if you are going mass stalker, you can blink away from the locust all day and harass him in his face. So that's a really effective strategy to avoid the swarm hosts. Always, never engage the locust, ever. Also, oh my god, that whistle really irritates dogs. Kill me. Passion knows, like, I'm a dog. He hears various noises I can make. That was the show, guys. I hope you enjoyed daily number 595. I'm going to play The Last of Us tomorrow. I can't wait to play The Last of Us. I can't wait. See you then. Until then, go to day9.tv and submit a Fun Day Monday of you rigging a game. I want to see how clever and amazing you can rig that game. Clever and amazing, the micro is tantalizing. Your laser's set to phasing. This sandwich needs some mayonnaising. I'm gonna mute myself now. Alright, guys, I have a joke. I have a joke before we go. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A